Good evening, hello to you. My name is Rob and welcome to the vidIQ live stream that we run every Tuesday here, and this is your opportunity to get your advice.
Hey,
tips,
how you doing?
tricks, guidance.
Rich Pasini here. You're probably wondering what I'm watching here. I'm watching
here on YouTube,
Rob with vidIQ. Check it out. I'll zoom in over here. You can see what I'm talking about. Good guy, gives good advice, stuff like that. And he's got a live presentation going on right now, and he's got his friend there. I can't forget his name again. I don't know his name. Forgot his name. Believe it or not, Jeremy. That's it. It's Jeremy. So yeah, I'm watching this here right now, folks, to get a little more insight. You know, let me kill this here for a second. You're probably wondering, what am I watching this for? I am trying to figure out ways to boost my channel up, and I don't know, I'm just sitting here, I had a pen and paper over here, and I was trying to toy around with different names. I'm thinking of changing the banner again. You know, when you follow all these people, like, you know, I follow a lot. You can't see up here, I got two screens opened up. I got a Chrome, open up, and I got like maybe 15 or 20 you know, websites open up there with different things, people showing you different things, how to, you know, get your YouTube channel up in search, what kind of tags to put in there, and so on and so forth. And it is driving me crazy. I've been spending quite a bit of morning trying to figure this stuff out. I'm thinking of changing the title, like my banner on my YouTube channel. I was thinking more or less like, you know, maybe calling it, you know, maybe just having it the Reseller News, and maybe change it from Everyday Vlogging with Rich Pasini. And then I was thinking of changing the name itself on the channel, because right now my channel name is Richard J. Pasini on there, so I'm thinking of maybe changing that. It's crazy, folks. It really is. And, you know, I'm trying to figure out a way where I can get my name up there and, you know, and get more subscribers. My subscriber base goes up and down. I'll be honest with you, if I can get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, it would be a miracle. Literally. You know, I sit here and try to brainstorm sometimes and think, like, what can I put out there? What kind of content do people actually want? And, you know, you type in stuff on there on YouTube or whatever, you know, these guys, you look them up and they say, you know, to check out what's trending, see what other successful YouTubers are, you know, what they got going on their channels. And I'm not saying to copy them exactly, but, you know, just to get an idea of what's going on out there. And I'll be honest with you, folks, it is not easy as it looks. I mean, people think, oh, you know, I just make a video like I'm doing now, right? And I'm sitting here talking to my camcorder, my Sony digital camcorder here, and I'm over here talking to you guys, and I'm hoping when I pop this video up there that it's going to get a lot of views, and, you know, maybe hopefully it'll turn the viewers into subscribers. But it's not that easy, you know? And I don't know if I should just, you know, I'm not going to give up on my channel, of course. But I'm trying to think of ways to actually, you know, get this thing up and running. You know, it's just crazy. I'm really baffled and confused at times, folks. I have to be honest with you. It's crazy. But I mean, Rob's got the thing going on. He's got the channel order or rules, whatever. I don't know if you ever watch Rob. His name is Rob Wilson. He's from vidIQ. I also follow another guy called Andrew Kahn. He's from TubeBuddy. So I kind of like follow both. I like both platforms. You know, I don't. You know, one's better versus the other. I think they're both good, TubeBuddy and vidIQ. I know there's other services out there that you could use as well. But, you know, they're all paid. But these, the ones I'm talking about right now, these two I particularly use, the TubeBuddy and vidIQ, are free right now. They got some, you know, they got the basics as far as, like, you know, analytic wise and stuff like that, to give you an idea of, like, how your channel's doing. If you want the more better, you know, a little better features, upgrade features, then it's going to cost you money every month. And right now, you know, I can't do that right now, even though people say, what is it, $5, $7 a month, that you can't do that. I can't right now for the simple reasons, folks, is because, you know, money's tight right now, and, you know, I'm trying to do, that's another thing too, I'm working with trying to do eBay as well, trying to boost sales up in that, which the sales are pretty stagnant, to be honest with you. So, you know, if you have your income basically coming off of eBay, it's not that easy to just, you know, sit there and say, well, I'm gonna get incur another monthly bill. I don't want monthly bills right now. You know, that's the least things I need right now going on in my life right now, as far as that part goes. So, Yeah, I mean, I know people are saying, well, you're going to miss the show right now because you're doing a video, but that's okay. It's streamed, it'll be on YouTube. I can always watch it later on. But that's what I'm trying to do right now, folks. It's kind of frustrating, and when you get when you get subscribers, you get happy, and when you lose them, you get sad. It's a sad thing. It's the same thing with eBay. I have a love-hate relationship with eBay. When I'm making sales, I love them. When I don't make sales, I hate them. Now I'm not saying that applies to the subscribers, not YouTube people out there, so don't get that wrong impression. I don't want you to think, oh, so people subscribe to you, you love them, and they don't subscribe to you, you hate them. No, not at all, not at all. I've done it myself, folks. I've subscribed to certain channels. The only thing I will say that turns me off, as far as with channels, is why do I unsubscribe, is there are certain channels out there where I don't like to hear profanity. Sometimes people talk, sometimes you get these channels where they're too politicized. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm going to be upfront and swear and honest with you guys out there. I do have my religious beliefs and my political beliefs, okay? Do I follow them off my channel? Like, in other words, I don't discuss religion and politics, okay? I'm not on my channel, not this one that we're talking about now. I do have other channels, but they're kind of like dormant. They're not doing it. They're just registered, but they're not. I don't really do anything with them. I have them there, maybe in the future, or maybe soon. Who knows? I may start using, using those YouTube channels for other topics. I don't, like I said again, just to rephrase, I don't discuss religion and politics. And on my channel, or any of the channels I have, there will be no profanity on there. Okay. It's funny, people might say, well, what's the big deal, if you go into a channel and you hear a person throwing an F-bomb? I just don't like to hear it, I'm not a person that likes to, hang on. I'm an older person, first of all, okay? Now, I know maybe the younger generation, they're used to that type of talk and stuff like that, and I'm not saying people say, oh, listen to this guy, he's got his virgin ears, he can't hear those things. That's not at all. But I've been around enough people that have been cursing and using a four-letter word, and to me, it's a turn-off. I don't like being around people like that. That's not my thing. I don't hate them or despise them. I just don't want to be around those type of characters. I'm kind of like a quiet, reserved person, and when it comes to things of that nature, I like to leave that alone. For the most part, though, this channel is basically a channel about anything and everything. I try to talk about different topics. I do some how-tos, do-it-yourself. I did a couple of little cooking videos, nothing really, nothing where it's going to go viral, but I did videos like that there. And, I want it to be a broad channel, and it's an open forum. Like, I want the channel to be, where I could discuss anything with anybody and talk about different topics, And right now I'm trying to figure out what's my most viewed or most popular videos. And when I was looking at the analytics on, I don't know if it was VidIQ or TubeBuddy had it. Believe it or not, what seemed to get a lot of views was the demo videos. I mean, kind of surprisingly, but that's what it is. When I did the demo video, it seems like they're the ones that got the more views. And I'm not talking 100 views. I'm talking thousands of views on some of my videos, on the demo videos, that is. And so now I'm trying to figure out, what do I do? Do I change do I change my banner art on YouTube and call it, I don't know, Rich's demo video channel? I don't know, and that's the thing. I'm sitting here trying to brainstorm what I should use for a channel, as far as that part. I don't know if I'm going to change my whole channel name. Right now it's under Richard J. Pasini. I don't know if I want to just focus it on one particular thing. The category is under entertainment, so I might leave that. Some people may think, if they see or they watch my videos, you might want to go on the people or news, maybe, if you're doing a reselling news a lot. I have a lot of reselling news videos too. But the thing is, coming up with content on a daily basis is pretty difficult, folks. I mean, you really, that's why that's why I probably, if you look at the ratio as far as like reselling news as opposed to my other videos that I just shoot off candid, like I'm just doing it like now, you won't see that much, of those type of videos, because like I said again, you got to come up with content on a daily basis. And doing daily vlogs is good. I don't know if people are going to want to watch me, you know, getting up in the morning, pouring myself a cup of coffee and having breakfast and stuff. I mean, sometimes you go, you know, sometimes you look at these other YouTubers that have vlog channels, and, you know, they're doing stuff like that. Like, I was just watching a person, I don't mention their names, and the person shows you they're getting up out of bed, they're sleeping, they're waking up, and you know, they're going to have a cup of coffee, whatever, and, you know, they're talking like that, how they're going to start their day. Oh, I'm going to go to the store, I'm going to go to the mall, I'm going to go here, there, whatever. And they start off like that. And to be honest with you folks, I don't know if people want to watch that type of content. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, you know. But this person who was doing that video, of course, was throwing the F-bomb out every time they were talking about certain things. And, you know, it's like, what the F, or what the F, or what the F? You know, it's like, you know, and I kind of like turned it off and said, okay, after I heard a couple of those, you know, F-bombs being thrown, peppered into the video there, I said, that's it, let me go off it, let me take it off. But I was just curious to see, and this person's got 7 million subscribers. And according to Social Blade, they have a range as far as, like, you know, what their approximate money they could be making. And according to the highest graph they're on there, if you want to call it that, this person's making $2.5 million a year. But it's a daily vlog, basically, or I guess it's a daily vlog, and it just has the person's name up there. That's the banner art. A little colorful background and just the person's name on there. Okay, it's, you know, but and that's what the person talks about. But I think doing a YouTube channel, I think it appeals more to younger crowd in certain things, in certain cases. And this person that I'm watching is a young person. That's why if you got a lot of YouTube stars or millionaires or whatever you want to call them, they appeal to a younger audience as opposed to a person like me. But looking at my analytics, I think from when I was looking, I think that was on TubeBuddy, I think had, or one of them. Might have been in YouTube, I'm not sure. It said it gives you the people, like, you know, people who watch your videos. I think it was like 18 to 49 years old, and the males, you know, because she shows you the males, you know, the males outnumbered the woman, you know, the female. So I got more a male audience or maybe a subscriber base. I don't know that seemed to hit my channel or subscribe. I don't know if they're who's what, but it seems that's the way I see it right now. And as far as, like, in regards to getting the people who are watching, it's a lot of it. I would say 95% of it is probably from, you know, in the United States versus other countries, which is very little, you know. There's a lot to learn with this eBay. I mean, not eBay. There is a lot to learn with eBay too, if you think about all the metrics and certain things. I'm talking. I know in my other videos, you might say, well, eBay is not rocket science, and it ain't. But when you look at all the little differential things in it, the minute details, as far as, like, you know, I know affiliate marketing, but I never really, you know, delve into it. So I'm looking at all these different YouTube people talking about it, how to set it up and stuff. It's not really hard at all. You know, it's a pretty cut and dry thing, especially with the eBay one. It's very simple. So I'm thinking of pointing in that direction there, hopefully to get some sales with that. You know, help me out a little. You know, offset my slow times here right now, slow sale time, because it really is kind of slow, to be honest with you. Yeah, but it is. There's a lot involved with all this stuff, especially YouTube, though. I mean, you know, they have keyword planning things, whatever, or trending things, and, you know, I'm sitting here again, you know, watching these type of videos, and I'm wasting a good part of my day doing it. But, you know, I'm here working right now solo. I mean, it's quiet. The place is, you know, the house is quiet right now. There's nobody here, so it gives me a little time to have a little clarity and think as to what I want to do with this channel. I don't know, folks. I mean, I know I'm not the only one that's going through the same thing. I mean, I don't know if it was a follower or somebody hit my channel yesterday. Some person congratulated me on my for 450 subscribers, and the person said I just got my 200. And he congratulated me, and I congratulated him. It takes a long time. It really does. So I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna still, you know, keep plugging away with it. I'm gonna try to do the best I can with this channel. I do hope I get people to subscribe and check it out. I'm trying to figure out how to get more views. I guess it all depends on the title, and so it's in the tagline there as far as that part goes. see if people are interested in what I'm talking about. I don't know what else to do, folks. I'm trying to, like I said again, I'm brainstorming over here, watching all these people, trying to talk about how Rob, I know without even listening to it right now, I know he's, what do you call it there? He's, evaluating somebody else's YouTube channel. He's checking it out. And he helps the people out. He'll tell them what he sees in there. He might point out the thumbnails may not be good, or maybe the wording or the taglines or whatever. He gives you good advice, Rob, from vidIQ. Andrew Kahn is another one. He's from TubeBuddy. He's good as well too. He gives good pointers. There's a lot of them out there. That's the thing. You get so confused. And then the people I follow, Tim Schmoyer, Nick Nimmin, vidIQ, TubeBuddy. Geez, I don't know. There may be some others I find. Oh yeah, Sean Cannell. Benji Travis. He comes on every now and then for video influences and stuff like that. And the list goes on. But the thing is, I'm starting to realize one thing though. It's like anything else. You got to stay focused on one particular topic, what you want to do. So that's the battle I'm fighting with myself. What do I want to do? Do I want to focus on? Do I want to go straight to doing demo videos? Do I want to do daily vlogs? Do I want to have a channel that deals with digital photography and talk about that? I'm not a professional, by the way. I'm not a professional photographer and a videographer. I'm not. I'm an amateur guy that's got, like I said, I got my Sony Hi8 digital video camera over here. I have my little Sony CyberShot digital camera I use, so I don't use professional equipment per se, but to me the equipment's good enough. It's just to get the word out there. I don't need to buy a $3,000 or $4,000 camera or a $5,000 video camera to do, because I like to shoot with both formats. I like to do, well, when I say shoot with both formats, I meant to say I like to shoot my videos with my digital camera like I'm doing now. And for the other thing, from when I'm sitting in front of the web, I use my webcam, my HP webcam. Okay, I don't have those DSLRs that do videos. So the one I do have is very old. It's kind of like old, purchased back in 2002, 2003. It does MPEG, and when you upload it, the pitch is like yay big. That's how small it is. MPEG, I think those days are gone as far as I'm concerned. It's not like the newest Sonys, and all I use is Sony equipment. As far as like camera wise, it's a Sony CyberShot. It's only a 3.3 megapixel, I believe it is. They have it. There's one I do have my eye on, but can't afford it right now. They want, I think, $400 or $500 for it. It's the Sony HV 400. It's a fixed lens, but it's a telephoto lens, and it comes out. But you can't buy. You can't. If I can't afford, I'm not gonna. What am I gonna do? I don't have credit cards, so I'm not gonna sit there and clean out my savings just to buy a camera. I need the money right now to pay my other bills. So, but if I do come into where I make enough money, I think I will buy that camera if God willing, by some divine intervention happens. I will buy that camera, and I will do a video on it. I will do a promo on it, if you want to call it that, whatever you want to say. Do a demo on it and talk a little about that camera as to why I like it. I love Sony products. I'm a Sony man. I love my two electronics that I love the most as far as, for me, and this is my personal take, is Sony, and I like Panasonic. Those are two things I have. In regards to my cell phone, in case people are wondering, I did have a Sony cell phone, believe it or not. I told my relative one time, he goes, I didn't even know Sony makes cell phones. I said, oh, they make them, and they're kind of pricey too. The only reason why I got an iPhone, I got the iPhone 5S. I know it's an old model, but for all intents and purposes, it does the job, folks. It really does. And it's the only thing I can afford right now. I bought it pre-owned. I normally don't buy pre-owned items like that, electronics, because I always feel they can be worn, like in other ways, it may be damaged. You don't know how they were handled and stuff like that, I bought it offline on eBay. I did my research on it the best I could, and to be honest with you, things change when you're spontaneous and you want to, keep, if you act on impulse, so to speak, you can miss out on good deals. That's kind of what happened, but it was like later on after I purchased mine. I could have got an iPhone 6. I don't want the new ones with the bells and whistles like the iPhone 8 or X, whatever it is there. I know they're a lot better phones. My daughters have them. and they are super phenomenal for me anyway. I like the Apple iPhones. All right, like I said again, you can buy a Sony cell phone. They do have them. They're on the pricey side too, but you know, in comparison, the cell phone I had with Sony, I bought that brand new. That was $149. Needless to say, when I sold it, I didn't sell it for $149, unfortunately. And the thing was in mint condition because I bought it brand spanking new, and I had that thing, you know, the screen protector on it, the case on it. That thing was like brand spanking new. The only thing is, I had a little, when my daughters being have iPhones, I had a hard time connecting with them. You know, what I like about the iPhone, and I probably, if I could, if I ever did have to upgrade, I'd probably get the iPhone 6 or whatever, something maybe with a little higher megapixel or whatever, or a digital camera. But I tell you the truth, with the iPhone 5S, it takes nice pictures. I have to honestly say, I mean, my personal take on it, I think it takes phenomenal pictures. All right, that's my take on it. Some people may bake this, that's, you know, they may bake the difference. Say that phone is, I wouldn't waste my time on it. Wouldn't spend $1 on it. But for me, it works good. You know, and the reason why I bought it, you know, pre-owned again is because of cost. I'm frugal that way, and I buy what I could afford. You know, and when I sold my other Sony cell phone, I had to get another phone, and my daughter's like, Dad, why don't you get the iPhone? You have to buy the state-of-the-art one, and this way we could all keep in communication. Like, you know, they got the iMessage, I think it is. So it's really great. I don't know what it is. When I used to go to the thrift stores with my Sony phone, I always had a hard time picking up on the free Wi-Fi. For some reason, I don't know, people might say, well, it's maybe your settings, you didn't know how to set. I'm not a guru on that stuff, so that's why I said. But on my iPhone, I know how to work with that and navigate that pretty well. I have to honestly say, I learned pretty quick with that. Plus, my daughters would help me out with it. When I go to the thrift stores, it's got Wi-Fi, it picks it right up, no problem. The Sony phone, I had a hard time with it there. Sometimes I couldn't even get the thing to connect. And I said, you know what, this is not working for me. So that's why I said, let me venture into checking out the iPhone 5S, and I did. And the thing I was going to say was before about being spontaneous is, if I would have held out a little longer, I could have got the iPhone 6 for another $50 more and bought that one. You know, but needless to say, I'm happy with it. I'm going to keep it. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going to do anything with it. It's going to stay right where it is. The only thing, like I said, I would, if I'm going to eventually upgrade, if I do, and that's a big if, would be the Sony HV400, digital camera, the digital SLR camera. This thing is phenomenal. If you ever check it out, you could do it. You could go on YouTube and do it. See the demo on it. There are people doing a video presentation about it. It's a phenomenal camera. I think right now they're going for either $400 or $500 or something along that line. It's still a little too much for me right now. I mean, the reason why I say it's a little too much is, you know, the reason why I've been more conservative so far as of now is because back in June of 2016, I got laid off from my company along with 1,000 other people, and the jobs, needless to say, went overseas. So with that, I had to, you know, put a halt on spending. I couldn't spend that kind of money. That was the next camera I was going to shoot for. But prior to that, I have, like I said, my Sony CyberShot, which I paid back in the day when I had my job. I think that camera, that Sony CyberShot, cost me $500. And the camera I'm doing the video on right now, the Sony Hi8. So I got the super night vision on there. It takes the little 8mm cartridges. And it's got a memory card too. You could also do a video recording with the memory card. But you got to have a big memory card for it. I only have I think 128 megabyte in there. That's good for taking snapshots because this camera will take snapshots too, like a regular camera. This camera cost me close to $1,000. But again, I am frugal, and people say, well, if you're frugal, you shouldn't spend that kind of money. No, but it's a one-time investment, folks. Okay. It's a one-time investment, and the same thing with the other camera. I still have that. I still have that other camera, the Sony CyberShot. I still have it. Matter of fact, it's right over here. It's right over here. It's a nice camera. I bought the Sony case with it and everything. And it's not like the state-of-the-art camera, but this is it right here. So it's the Sony CyberShot. All right. Nice camera. This, believe it or not, you probably look at it by saying, you probably can't believe it, but this was $500. Plus with the tax, it brought up a little over 500. But that's what I bought. And if anybody's looking up now, you could probably get these things for a song in advance. This is it's the Sony CyberShot 3.3 megapixel, and the model is the DSC, which stands for Digital Still Camera, no doubt. S as in Sam, S75. But I had this here back in 2000. I bought this brand new back in 2002, 2003. And like I said again, this thing cost me about 500 bucks. The only thing I had with this here, with this camera, was that the LCD screen back here, I was shooting pictures, I was taking pictures, doing a photo shoot of my car. I just picked up a car and I wanted to take pictures of it, just for myself. And I noticed it was a very hot, humid day out, and the little screen here, this is a small screen, I'd say maybe it's about an inch and a half by an inch and a half, maybe something like that. It's small. Anyway, the screen started getting staticky. It was like going crazy in there. I couldn't see the picture. I could still take pictures with it. The only thing is you can't tell if it's clear or not. So it was a gamble. So I said, no, later with that, I can't take a picture like that there. I can't use this camera for that. It was the only one I had outside of this one here, the one I'm doing a video on it right now. I called up Sony, and I asked them, I said, what do you guys charge to repair a camera? He goes, we have a set price. Now, this is back then now, okay? But this happened years later. It didn't happen like after I bought it. This happened like when I bought the camera, let's say 2002, let's just say. I think that problem happened around 2008, 2007, I think I had the problem with it. So I had quite a few years, I had some years, before it actually acted up with that. And like I said again, it was a hot, humid day out. And that's what happened. So when I sent it to them, he said it cost 150 bucks to, have it fixed. If they can't fix it, you don't get charged for it. And what they do is they will replace the screen, they clean the camera up, they test everything out, make sure everything's functional. And I said, you know what, for $150, I sent it over there to, I think it was in Laredo, Texas. I used to tell people it was Lubbock, Texas. I don't know where I got that from. It was in Laredo, Texas. That's where Sony had their repair shop for the cameras. So I sent it there, I paid $150. It came back, a week and a half later, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. I was out of a camera. It's still because I couldn't take any pictures. It came back, and the thing's been working ever since, like brand spanking new. And you know something? My reason for that, the reason why I did it is because, folks, the way I looked at it, what was I going to do with the $500 camera? Go out and buy another one? I am frugal, I am conservative. So for me, if you're weighing out the options here, I say, you know what? It's cheaper for me to have that replaced and then rather go out and buy another one. I know people can say, yeah, but you go to Walmart, you could buy a Samsung or a cheaper model for like $79. I know you can. I've seen cheap digital cameras there. I could have done that altogether and saved the money. But what am I going to do with the $500 camera that I paid that money for? Let it sit around and do what? So no, I took that. I took that made that decision, and I'm glad I did. Because first off, I don't really like any other products but Sony as far as when it comes to photography and stuff like that. I think my personal take, and this is me, I think Sony's, when it comes to taking photography, doing photos or whatever, or videos, I think they make the better equipment. I have a relative that's works for a news company, and all they use is Sony cameras. And I think a lot of the major networks over here in New York, don't quote me on it, but I thought I heard him saying that a lot of them they prefer Sonys for, when they're doing the recordings there. They use those. It's a nice big camera. It's a nice size. He showed it to me and stuff like that. It's heavy too. They're about $40,000 for those cameras, and they're all Sonys. Most of the stuff is all Sonys on it. The only thing I think he said was interchangeable, which I found kind of odd, was he said I think they could use different lenses. Like they might use a Canon lens on there or something along that line there. I think if I'm not mistaken, he said something along that line with those. I'm talking about the ones that they use for news reporting. He said they have interchangeable lenses, and he said the lenses alone, I was taken back. He said some of those lenses are like $10,000, $15,000, maybe even $20,000. I thought I was saying. I was like, holy smokes! It's like that's almost as much as the camera. So between the two, when you hear, that's why when you see those guys on the news there, and there are people like going after the cameraman, the cameraman will try to back up and stuff like that, protect that camera. Because he's got a lot of money strapped on his shoulder there. He's got that big camera there, and plus the lens. If someone takes that camera, knocks him down, and throws the thing on the floor, that's it. That thing is probably shot, you know. So I can see why they're very protective when it comes to cameras. I got a little camera over here. I'd be protective. I wouldn't want nobody knocking it out of my hand, you know. It's a little thing, you know. But yeah, but that's what they use, though. I think a lot of the newscasters they use, I think, from what I was told, because he networks with these. I'm talking the newscasters out here in New York. I think a lot of them do, if I'm not mistaken, do use the Sony cameras, you know. But anyway, guys, listen. I'm going to get back to doing what I'm going to do. I don't know, you know, if I'm going to change the banner. I don't know if you guys have ideas out there. Somebody did tell me once before when it came to doing the reseller news, and I forget who you were. I'm sorry, I apologize. The person said, you know, if you're going to do the reseller news, maybe do it as put in there eBay reseller news. And I've done that a couple of times. I've been doing that pretty much a lot now, putting there eBay reseller news. And it does seem like it gets traction. Like, in other words, I'm getting views, but not like superior views. Like I'm getting thousands of views. I might get maybe 5 or 6 views. And plus, that may be from the subscribers. Maybe the subscribers are all watching. And I don't know. Sometimes they're a lot longer than than usual. I try to keep the reseller news down. This video here, I don't know how long this is going to be. But there may be people out there probably get turned up because they say, hey, this guy, he makes videos, they're over an hour long. I don't want to watch this guy, you know. I don't want to hear him, what he's got to say. Who knows? I don't know, you know. All I know is I hope I'm not turning people off. And, if people want to, give me some suggestions, like, hey, Rich, maybe, when it comes to reselling news, maybe you might want to keep it down to 15 minutes. Maybe a half hour, 40 minutes, or an hour is too long. People ain't going to want to watch it. I don't know, maybe so. That's why I've been saying this on occasion. If anybody's got any ideas for me to help me out with this channel, to help me get going, get a little more traction, so to speak, and get more views and stuff like that, and maybe hopefully get more subscribers, to please leave a comment. Give me an idea of what you want to hear me talk about. I don't know. As far as, like I said again, I'm debating on what I should do. I don't really want to change my channel name. I want to keep that. I'm thinking of working on the banner. Maybe I might just change the banner, leave it the same, maybe make it a little more colorful or change things around. I don't know. I'm going to go back to listen to where I picked up with Rob from vidIQ, and going to follow some more people over this. But I tell you one thing, folks. If you are going to start a YouTube channel, really think about what your niche is going to be. I mean, I should have done that myself. Like I said, I'm still learning, folks. And I apologize for people if they hit my channel and they say, this is not what I thought it was. I do apologize. I'm not trying to mislead anybody into it. That's why when I do the reselling news, sometimes I'll put topics in there, like what I'm going to talk about, and sometimes I just leave the banner or what the title is, reselling news. But for the most part, I'm not trying to bait anybody into watching my videos, although I would like you to watch them. But for the most part, I like to get ideas, And if you guys have any ideas, like I said again, please share with me. Anyway, I guess I'm going to go back and look some more videos up and see what people have to say and see what I could do to get this channel going. And I just want to say, if I don't think I said it in the beginning, I'm sorry, I apologize. I would like to say thank you again to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I do hope you get a takeaway from the videos I produce, and you like it. And if you do like the videos, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. And that's it. Today is April 30th, 2019. It's a gloomy day over here in New York. I don't know, it looks like it's about to pour out there. We had these past couple of days is really horrible. I don't even want to go out. I was going to step out to the store and do a couple errands. I said later with that, I said I don't feel. When it's like this here, it's rainy, overcast. I don't know where you guys are in some different parts of the world. You probably hope you're enjoying nice, sunny, warm weather. Over here, it's like in the 50s, around the 50s, I think, 50 mark. 56 mark, whatever. It's a little chilly though. It's a little chill in the air. I got the heat on right now in the house just to take the dampness out. But yeah, it's not really been good, these past couple of days. And I don't know. I'm sure wherever you guys are, I hope wherever you guys are, it's nice and warm and sunny out. But it does put you in a blasé mood. It's like, I don't even feel like doing anything, But you have to, doing, like I said, I have to stay focused on my the eBay business, and I also stay focused on YouTube. But anyway, guys, have a great day. I don't know. I think I'm going to probably be doing a reseller news. So if you guys want to check it out, that's fine. If you don't, I understand. But I'm probably going to be doing that anyway. The reseller news, for all intents and purposes, will most likely going forward, unless there is a change in my schedules, whatever, that's going to be done on a daily basis. However, I am going to try to keep it pretty much short and sweet. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. Maybe I'm not going to have that many windows open up. I'm just going to pick out the ones I feel that are more important to us eBay sellers, whatever, or Amazon sellers, whatever. But in the event, I'm going to try to keep it cryptic as possible. My goal is to, going forward with the reseller news, to keep it between 15 minutes, 20 maybe, or if it's something that I really feel is important, I need to get out, half hour is the top I'd like to keep it, and that's it. I don't want to really go over an hour or 15 minutes, an hour and a half, or whatever. I don't think people are going to watch it for all that long duration. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm going to try it, and like I said again, after doing this video, I definitely am going to probably most likely, because I did get some Google alerts on there. I'm going to probably try it. You know what? It might even be shorter too. I might just do a quick news brief. It might even be a 5-minute thing. Who knows? So you guys check it out. If you see it come up and you are a subscriber and you want to check it out, fine. And one last thing, with the reseller news, I do not read all the websites verbatim. Okay, I will give you the URLs, and I will tell you the company as to where I got the information from. And as I always say in the videos, in those reseller, I'll probably repeat it as well in that. The rest is up to you if you want to pick up where I left off. The reseller news, for all intents and purposes, is to enlighten you people, us people out there who are on e-commerce platforms that sell on Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Mercari, whatever it may be. It's to just enlighten you as to changes, what's going on in the e-commerce world, so to speak. And I like to keep people abreast of these things, so that's why I came up with the reseller news. And I also came up with another thing too. I haven't been putting it up on my videos. It's the His Initiative, and the His Initiative, I made that up. That's my own thing. It's to help, inspire, and share. So that's what this channel is all about, folks. It's to help, inspire, and share with people. Outside of doing daily vlogs to talk about daily different things, that's what it's all about, folks. Okay. Anyway, take care, guys. It's Rich Pasini signing off. Until next time, bye-bye. Well, that concludes this video, folks. I hope you like the videos I produce, and if you do get a takeaway from them, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post new videos out, please hit that bell notification icon. I do my best to make these videos to help, inspire, and share with people like yourselves. And if you do get a takeaway from these videos, please drop it in the comment below and let me know that I'm doing a good job by giving a thumbs up. I want you guys to know out there that I'm here for you, and if I could help out in any way, if you need any information that I could help you with, please don't forget to contact me. You could contact me by leaving a comment or even my personal email address. I want to wish you guys a good day. Until next time, bye-bye now.